Well, hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, so I was going to do a couple of videos on Harry and Meghan, but I'm going to leave it probably tomorrow. It's my mum's birthday today. She's 70 and she passed away. Oh God, I don't know, three years ago. I tell you what, it just feels like yesterday I was with her in the hospital and everything. So, you know, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with grief? Well, basically, I'm trying my best to ignore it. I've got my brother texting me, are you okay? I've got my dad ringing me, are you okay? Well, I was fine until I spoke to him. And then it just comes in waves, doesn't it? Especially milestone moments like this. So we're going to look into ascension and the spirit side of things, because as you know, on Earth 1, so Earth 1 is our source, okay? Earth 2 is this place, so we're kind of in a simulation and we're messing about with reality and I don't know, they call them non-playing characters, okay? So people in the background, like your old neighbours that you hardly ever see, and then when you think of them, within a few hours they walk by or something. So, we're going to look, because I know there was, people get upset thinking, that there's no spirit life, that I'm saying there's no spirit life or there's no God. Well, I can tell you now, there is a God, but it's an abbreviation, okay? It's not a person, it's a system. But God does exist, in all of us, because we've got coding as well. So yeah, we're going to see if we can get some information there, and maybe even a message from my mum. I've asked all my spirit guides, but I'm going to ask them all again in front of you. So I want me Auntie Leslie, cousin Paul, Uncle Paul, Nana, Grandma, Auntie Marion, Grandad, my other Grandad. Oh, I don't know, where am I at now? I've got more than that, I can tell you. Yeah, well, we'll just stop there. Uncle Mick. What was the other? Freddie, my spirit guide. He's my mum's cousin's dad, so that would be her uncle. Freddie is the King of Swords, or sometimes the Knight of Swords, who was in the army, so he reveals himself that way. So I'm going to have to ask the spirit world. I know we got an orb on a couple of readings ago, I forgot to mention it, but it was in the comments. So I want orbs as well, I want anything. Okay, there's absolute silence in this house, so nobody's in. So if my mum can breathe for me, she had COPD as well as dementia. So, anything like that, any sign, mum, and the rest of my family. Okay, so, oh, where do you start? Happy birthday, mum, and love you. So, oh dear, the star reversed. So we know she's not in this world. I don't know, I'm getting being unrealistic. Happy birthday, mum. Being unrealistic. Don't be swayed by easier options. I kind of feel like, well, I don't know what that means. Are all my spirit guides coming through for me, please? There you go. I've got six of them. Thank you. Okay, so how's my mum doing today on her 70? What's she feeling? That's, obviously, she had a difficult few years because of Alzheimer's and because of the COPD. Oh, you know, she was seriously unwell. How's she feeling? Like she's left a load of unhappiness behind her. Tell me what else my mum's thinking. We will move on to Ascension in a bit. I just want to... does she know that me and my two brothers have wished her happy birthday and said we love her? I could cry. Can you take the emotional stuff away? There's Freddie. Okay, Freddie. I'm just waiting for it to shift. Tell me something positive about my mum, Freddie. Now, I've not done this prior to the readings because it seems to me when you're watching, it really becomes clearer and happens. Okay, so we're going through different levels. Being unrealistic. And then things having to filter down. So I don't know if he's telling me it's less than 4 years for my mum. I think he is. What's the difference, Freddie, between the spirit world and our simulation? The difference is the simulation is just more or less instruction, whereas the... Oh, it's going. That's it. It's going now. All that upsetment, it's going. So the spirit world like to help us and watch over us as well. Why would there be a source, Earth one? Now, I saw something last night while I was up late, and it was on about the source, okay, with people, not on chips, you know, the source as in like our source code or our source of information. And then Dolores Cannon is saying there's 2 Earths apparently. Well, I haven't gone and looked. Do you know what? A couple of years ago, I was watching a bit of Dolores Cannon, but I don't ever remember seeing 2 Earths, or maybe even then, before my spiritual journey was unfolding rapidly, I didn't get it. Well, now I do, so I do see bits of David Icke, I do see bits of Dolores Cannon. Do you know, I kind of want to say, I'm not using my mum for clicks, okay? I'm not, it's just, everybody should see and know that their loved ones, despite reality and whatever else is going on down here, there is a source, Earth one, but there is also the spirit realm as well. So what's the difference? one helps, one doesn't. What can Freddie, because he seems to know an awful lot of information. What does the night, what does Freddie know about the spirit side? Well, when somebody passes over, whether you could have had a difficult relationship or a loving relationship as well, but people on the other side, on spirit, one of the things they regret the most is family discord and disputes as well. Left to the younger ones to pick up the pieces. Now, that's in general, okay, because I explained to my son when he was very young, and he, I think we all go through this phase, or we did anyway, worrying that, what would happen if our mums died. So he was the same for me, I was the same for my mum. And how I explained it was that there was a ladder of like 5 generations. So if you had great grandma, grandma, mum, then you as the child, and then you have the child, one at the top, furthest at the top has to go, and we kind of said it like that. But as you know, people don't go in order all the time. I'm also getting outdated traditions here, so it could be what we think traditionally as someone passing over. Maybe slightly different. Freddie. So my mum knows I always talk to her. I've told you a few times lately I couldn't get hold of her. Quite a lot, actually. For a few months I couldn't get hold of her. I thought she hadn't stopped talking to me because she watches me all the time. How does my mum feel about when I'm reading for others? That she's deliberately trying to do something, like breathing. It's normally breathing. It's normally an orb. Yeah, she wants to come in and try and take over. Well, it's not take over, really, because I don't know. She's deliberately trying to send signals. Does she send signals and I don't even realise? Yeah, the thing is, you get busy with stuff, so you're not looking at the small things. Like I got a smell of perfume. I don't know if it was perfume or bloody flowers, but it was real strong and it came right around me. And the windows were shut, so, and I don't have flowers in my house. So yeah, it just felt weird. And then knowing, seeing somebody in the back of your eye, knowing that they're stood there, knowing who it is, knowing what they want, knowing what's going to be said, what's going to happen, all at once it is for me, all at once. So too much on. Well, she always knows that I'm dealing with stuff and deal with things differently and don't become a martyr. Oh, well, maybe I've been spending a bit of time feeling the world's against me. I don't think I have, but I'm always doing something, If it's not working, it's bloody kids, it's painting gardens, it's organising birthday parties, cooking cakes. So I wonder if we have to return to Earth 1 to ascend? Do we have to go back to when we die? Do we go back to the source of Earth 1? Yes or no? Yes. I didn't say I wouldn't sign the card. Yes, and then that's where it's all explained, okay? Where everything you know was a goddamn lie. So us now. And I've also looked at the fact that whether, you know, reality, that's it. Reality, it's not reality. So one moment you can be, you know, I feel like I'm mourning and grieving for my mum. But in another sense, I kind of feel like, was she the non-player character in my life? I mean, they can't all be fake. Was my mum's and man relationship real? Yes or no? What, turn the card? Yes. Said I won't turn the card. Because not everybody around you can be fake. I've said this before. Look at the people that are in your life, okay? I'm on about the ones you go in daily active. Now, I want you to get rid of the work people. I want you to get rid of all your bills and anything, you know, that you're doing around there. What I want you to focus on is how many friends do you actually interact with on a regular basis? How many... So you can't have no more than 30, okay? You'll be lucky if you've got 30 people in your life that you speak to. Forget your cousins that you hardly see. Forget the neighbours you hardly see or talk to. I'm talking about a real relationship, so with your children, with your parents, with your siblings, okay? That is the cluster around you, and I would imagine that those people are real. Is that correct, universe? Yes or no? What, turn the card? No? Oh, bloody hell. I said I wouldn't turn the card. Do NPCs... so I'm saying that, and then I'm saying the word no, but keep that in mind because it'll come through as well. Is everyone in my life a non-player? Fear of being caught out, fear of being named, admit your mistakes, humiliation, making mistakes, okay? Am I making mistakes with, am I wrong about NPCs? No. Because there's more to it than that. Do you know what? Every time I think I know something, right, to move up a notch, I have to question everything, okay? I know I'm a psychic, and I know, you know, people all think, oh, well, you've got dead people contacting you all over the place. Actually, it doesn't work like that. I only work if I invite it or if I'm invited as well. What's the truth about our reality? Judge for yourself. So I'm getting glitches, as if we're making mistakes, and they have to be reset. Then we've got intuition, doubt and dreams. Well, I have all three of those. Look beneath, because all is not what it seems. So the spirit world definitely exists. We'll go back to Earth 1. So is this about Earth 1? Is this about Earth 1? Stress, pressure, unclear thinking, don't decide yet. Oh, I'm not getting something. Freddie, are we going to get any spiritual awakenings this year from yourself? Do you have any plans to come to the earth? Dark mind, call the doctor. Freaking hell, what's that all about? Oh, it's about scientists. Are you talking about scientists? Absolutely. And messages. Is awakening about realise we're kind of in a matrix situation? Feeling left out in the cold. Okay, Freddie, let's go back to basics. I've got a lot of fear here. Oh, those that fear will be left out in the cold. So, is the awakening that we control our own reality? We control our own reality. So, so we're put here. You see, you know, I've done this thing. I mean, it's real confusing for me. Okay, so it'll be confusing for you. But I've been doing like the slightest, oddest things, okay? And it's all about, I don't know how it connects, but what it is like a good time today, the observer effect. And I just feel like nothing's set in stone until you see it. So we did the thing with the lottery tickets where I just went and randomly bought 6 tickets from different places, a lucky dip. Did not stand at the till and think, oh yes, I need this or this, that and the other, or, you know, going to be a winner. I didn't. I left that decision and consciously at the till I was thinking, now when I get home, I'm going to decide it's a winner and we'll go from there. And so that was it. I just wanted to see if I could influence my own reality. Well, I tell you now, I got 4 tickets out of 6 and ended up with 40 quid. So, look, I know, but it doesn't happen like that before, you know. It happened on that day when I was thinking about the observer effect. And I think that's what they're on about as well, you know. So, I don't know how I can see the future if we're only at this stage, unless I'm able to predict it. So why would I be able to predict a reality that's not set in stone? So I'm getting, you're not always going to be right, not this time. Not this time. Because I'm on a different timeline. Am I predicting on a different timeline? Somebody else's timeline? Yes or no? What's in the card? Yes. What does my mum know about Earth 1? There you go. It exists. It exists, woman. It exists. And I always get, especially people passed over with pointless, save your energy. Well, save your energy is your energy, okay? So what you put out energy-wise, what you put out. Now, there was something else apart from the lottery ticket. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I don't know about you, but if you leave all the windows and doors open, you end up with a couple of flies in your living room. Oh, I can't stand them. Or, you know, or anything else. Oh, no, not a cockroach. no cockroach. So anyway, I was like, telling my reality. Flies don't exist in my reality, you know, and knowing it and purposely ignoring it. And guess what? I noticed a while later that I didn't have any flies in the living room. There weren't any flies. And there's another thing as well what I noticed, and I think I've touched on this in a previous reading. So down the road, there's a young lass with mental health issues, drug issues, or she did have anyway, and a cat. And I always used to see her because the cat used to follow this girl wherever she went. And it was so cute, so cute. But I noticed I didn't see her very often. And then I noticed another neighbour as well. And I thought, do you know what? It's odd that I only see them after I've thought about them. And it won't be straight away. It can be a couple of hours or it could be the next day. And I found that really odd. And I've also, as well, at times before this, I have wondered myself if, like, does my kitchen exist if I'm not looking at it? You know, or look behind you. And then you can see people out of the corner of your eyes, you know. I mean, I had a woman the other night, and it turned out, I thought it was my nana, and it wasn't, you know, it was somebody else who had passed away. And then the next day, somebody rang me up and went, so-and-so passed away last night. And I was like, oh my God. And then I realised it was the woman who was, they're just around you, you know. They're not always stood up neither. They're sat down. One's at the kitchen table, one can sit on the living room sofa, the other one stands near the door, you know. I know, get me into a psyche unit. But anyway, but it does exist. Earth 1 is the main one. So did my mum, and because that's their job, to help people, you know. To help people who are struggling looking at reality. So is it correct then that we will, some of us will ascend and some of us won't? Is that true? Some will ascend, some are a bit late to ascend, but there's no reason why you cannot ascend. And what I'd like to know is, what on earth do we have to know or understand to ascend? So yeah, what on earth do we need to know to ascend? I kind of feel you get a choice in the future, the near future as well. Do you want to go this way? Do you want to go that way? Is it possible we can have two timelines? Is there more than one timeline going on at the moment? Absolutely. Look at them. There's loads. There's loads. Now, if you are in control of your own reality, does that mean you created the house you live in? No, not. I'm getting nothing. Not coming back. Do you create the house that you live in? I'm on the wrong path. I'm on the wrong path. I'm straying. Is it possible, in reality, using the observer effect to dismiss flies? It's not over, but you're not going to be right this time, not this time. Well, it's time. It's all about time. Not this time. Fast moving. Busy. Am I awakened as yet? I certainly am. I'm going all the way to the top. So in order for people to progress to this awakening moment, is that seeing reality what it truly is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, people say, oh, we're here to learn lessons, you know, and be taught valuable lessons. The only lesson you're here for, guys, is to realise that this surface level bullshit doesn't truly exist, that you're in a different timeline, or there's other timelines that you can choose from, that reality, you know, without going into demon hunters or out like that, but reality is of your own making, that thoughts and words are powerful as well. You know, we got a strict council here. I'll also say God's not on Earth 1 neither. He's definitely not. We're Earth 2, just remember that. So it seems that the spirit world is so much different. It could be a bridge as well. You know, when you die, is it permanent? Well, you go to the spirit world, you know, you have your conversations, you understand everything as well, you know what Earth 1 is. So I think it's kind of a processing centre, which is why sometimes you can't get hold of spirit because they've transformed. So again, you know, things like reincarnation, on that basis, it makes sense, you know. You can have a lot of stuff that's in the Bible, or what we believe, or, you know, what is said. But they all can be the same thing, okay? I think you get to decide whether, you know, you want to do this again. So, what's the connection between Earth 1 and the spirit world? What's the connection, Freddie? So my mum chose to stay up there. She said she wasn't going nowhere. She told me in her life that she was never coming back here. She, you know, she did believe in psychics and everything, especially me. And she said she wasn't coming back. And it seems that I can get hold of the Knight of Swords, which is Freddie, as well. So they're working up there. So is my mum helping others in the spirit world? No, I've got it wrong. Your current thinking is impaired. Not as you think. Is a spirit world. Well, I don't know which way around it now. So is it... What happens to somebody then between the spiritual world and the Earth 1? Do they feed into it? You know, does is it feeding into it or not? Not. Something last minute throws spanner in the works. Well, that could be Amazon knocking at my door anytime, or how you make your choices. So when you thought it was over, it's not. Do any people from the spirit world go to Earth 1? Absolutely, that's better. Goes your way. as soon as I feel better. So maybe they, you know, go up there and it's, you know, like an astronaut who was allegedly going into space. They have to decompress, and divers, you know, there's a certain preparation before they can come to the surface. And then you've got the gravity factor with astronauts as well, you know, so I kind of feel it's like that. You need to go somewhere and decompress. So is the spiritual realm the first stop off before going back to Earth 1? False sense of security? No. I've just had a thought. When people are sick and dying on Earth 1, does that mean we have to die as well? Team, support network, team, strength in numbers. What happens to people who die on Earth 1? I'm getting support and reassurance here. So these people on Earth 1 don't last forever. Will I ascend? Am I awakened? Absolutely. Something popped into my... Yes, I know. I got a farm. Unreliable. Oh, I don't know, guys. Are you any the wiser? So what I was thinking was that F1 controls F2. So they must have produced us that when we die, we go to the spirit side. Is that right? No, it's deliberate. It's deliberate. I've got bloody music going through my ears at the minute. They're not even through your ears. Have you noticed that when you hear music in your mind? It's coming from in the mind. It's not coming from external or in your ears. What does that have to do with the price of bacon? What is the spirit realm? Full of love, full of compassion. You know, it's where people meet. I just keep getting a circle. Oh, this is so hard. Everywhere. Circle of life. Okay, so that'll be, there's some truth to that. Do I truly exist? Not coming back. Nothing. Nothing. Do I truly exist? Nothing. So I don't know why, but when I'm sent here, I obviously know I'm not going back. I don't know. Am I, is my source one? Is my source? I need to find a better word than that, but anyway. How do I feel about my life on Earth 1? Like I'm feeling threatened. Just by the way, I don't know, but I feel like some strange things have been going on with my TV and phone. Am I being listened to? There's other parties trying to interfere. Oh, what is it? What's the word? Have I been hacked or something? No, it's my energy. Phones, TVs, Wi-Fi, all goes down, you know, when my feelings go up. Okay, so why does my source one want to communicate? What do they want to tell me? Why would I want to escape? Why would I want to play this game? Exactly. Why would I want to escape? Because you've got to play to the end. So the two timelines is, ours is really fast over there, okay? Ours is a really fast. And theirs is slow. So can you imagine how slow that world must be to keep up with us if we're going so fast? So is this simulation and reality? How does that benefit my source? How does it benefit? Is source one lonely? Source one is lonely in the play online. Does Earth 1 believe in heaven and the spiritual realm? Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's a woman here who cares for you. A woman who cares for you. They keep wiping your memories. So there might not be real memories. Do we have a lot of fake memories put into us via source one? Yeah, you'll be shocked just how much. I mean, if you're going to play a game with me, you know, you could make it a bit more exciting, okay? am I Source 1? There's something outside going on with Earth 1. I think we really need to look at the structure and everything there. How can people... is it possible to switch to a different timeline from us? No. You want to get what you're given, what was discussed beforehand, what the plan was as well, what the format of the game is. And that's another thing that I missed. You know, we don't come from anywhere just to go through and learn how to, you know, cope with death, grief, trauma, and all of that. That's just the distraction, okay? We come down here to learn that Trump and everybody else and Andy Burnham and whatever's going on in the world and the illegals, okay, they're just bullshit and distraction. The real aim of your game is to wake up and sit, you know, not, and feel, and believe, okay, but you have to feel it, okay, you have to feel like the reality you've got can be changed. Now, we can't undo where, you know, grief and mums dying and husbands and whatever else. We can't do that because that's their game, isn't it? If you look on a video and you've got a mountain here and you have to shoot your way through it and shoot your way through it and get through and get through, you know, and then you get through the mountain and you get like, what, it'll say 15 points. And that's kind of the way it is. And if you can't understand that, if you can't balance it, if you can't come to terms with it, the fact that you're listening right now means that you're on your way, okay? And the more you take notice, the more you focus on that, which is our simulation, reality, spirit world, the easier life becomes, because, you know, quite recently I've turned around and said, well, that's not reality. I don't know why you'd put that in me. Reality, it does not exist. And I actually believe it as well. And then lo and behold, you know, it doesn't exist. Is this why we have the Mandela effect? Absolutely. Okay, so get reading on your Mandela effects. Is CERN trying to break a hole in reality with Earth 1? Now they're trying to summon the devil. Are they trying to... is the CERN trying to summon the devil? I think they've already, you know, it's already happened. So if Earth is a simulation, how the hell could Earth break into Earth 1? If Earth is a simulation, this Earth. So they're looking at going to other worlds, is CERN. Now, when I say summon the devil, it might not be literally the devil, but it is great evil that can be poured upon us as well. So, you know, do other parallel universes exist? It's all to do with other simulations. Are you telling me that there's other simulations elsewhere being programmed? Dreams not realised. Well, they're trying to. That's what they're trying to do. Create a different... So, are saying trying to create a different timeline. Yeah, well, that would do untold damage. That would be a lot of grief for all. So, is F1 actively blocking and able to protect themselves from this simulation? Sharing information. Does this simulation have the power to penetrate F1? That's the plan. That's their plan. And how do F1 feel about that? Deceiving yourself. So I've got the moon reversed again. Deception. The gateway. You can't get in the gateway. Because their gateway isn't a physical door. Their gateway is code. Is that right? Out of your hands. Out of your hands. Crying over spilt milk. A waste of time. Something out of your hands. How can we, on the simulation, use reality to our advantage? So you'll read about it, you'll play with it. That takes a while, you know, to play with it, to understand it, to maybe try and like using manifestation techniques, which, by the way, I could do the observer effect when I saw it like that, but I've not been able to manifest out but shite. And then proudly putting it on their wall, so that's on display. Being rewarded. What happens with the observer effect when I see a fly and tell it it doesn't exist? What happens to the observer effect? There you go. You can bank on it. You can bank on it. It becomes physical, okay? It comes out of nowhere. It's physical. Do you know what? It's only happened a couple of times, but I remember a few years ago, and I was just looking at my rug in the living room, and it was moving. Just moving. I didn't have an headache or anything neither, but it happened a few times where I just saw something and it was moving, all of it. Well, that's your atoms, isn't it? I mean, what I see, when I say I see, I'm seeing in my head as well, probably not for your eyes. Now we'll look at saying and what they're trying to break through, but Why would a simulation try and break it free? Because sooner or later the simulation ends. I mean, if you think about it, right, and the Mandela effects are real and the timeline's real, and I'm awakened because I'm talking about this stuff, you know, it's all about that false sense of security, everything you thought you knew. Does F1 or the source want us to wake up and realise the truth of the situation about reality? Absolutely. I knew that before I even turned the card, because there's a lot more to it. So even though I'm at this level now, I've got a long way to go. Again, you got the moon card. Look beneath. There's more to it. That could be that way. That is the aim of the game. Is the aim of the game for us to realise that we're not of this world? Well, some people will go mad and can't cope with it, you know, get rid of all this shit and distraction while they're keeping you low and keeping you bothered about Rupert Lowe, Nigel Farage and whatever bullshit Harry and Meghan are up to. You know, it's distracting us. You need to be doing some research here and looking at positive things, not scary things as well. But I've heard on the grapevine that we have something coming to us. Will Earth once set foot on this Earth? Not taking risks. Right, they don't have to set foot on here because it's all code. Can they send it through code to us? Because those that are deemed by F1 able to handle it will get it. Not everybody is going to make it. Not everybody wants to know. Not everyone can listen. Not everyone can interpret things neither as well. I mean, I don't know, you know, when I was thinking about my mum this morning, it was kind of, oh my God, it hurts so much, doesn't it, to not have them in their life, to think that should have been 70, that should have had a beautiful birthday party, I'd have done her a cake, the family would have been together, you know, all these things. I mean, they've just got a new drug out with Alzheimer's in, I think it's Mexico or Cuba. Well, it was a few years too late, you know, would have been able to pay for it to go to do that. So then putting it into a reality sense, well, that's hard to deal with as well, because it so like kind of undoes and makes you question everything about the spirit realm, which is there to keep people happy. It's like a plaster over, you know, bleeding thoughts. And so to question that, but, you know, that's why they make it as convincing as they do. So you won't believe, you won't wake up. Because once you wake up, you know, there is no power. I mean, once that went round, you know, well, what happens to people? What actions will they take when they discover this for themselves? Look at that. Then we can manifest anything we like, the government right out of here, you know. I mean, really, I said before, if the minute my son was born, so that was 30 odd years ago, but the minute my son was born, I made a pact with the universe, and I actually said to him, and it's real funny, because now I think about it, it probably was something in there, but You know, I said, you take my son away from me. I asked for nothing. Well, you take my son away from me and I will blow this, I will come up there and blow you right up. And so now what I'm starting to realise is that, of course I can break my own simulation now because I know what's going on. And it's not just straight away, okay? You're going to do it slowly. You're going to do it thought by thought. It takes time because mentally it's how much code you can handle inside of you. You know, where people say, oh, she just went mad. She flipped. Well, that's too much of a part of a code, you know. You can't cope with it. You can't cope with your feelings because they're not your goddamn feelings. They'll be in some kind of code. Yeah, you have a certain amount of what you can get up. So if you want to sit on the couch all day, that's fine by me and fine by them. If you want to go run a marathon, you know, that's fine by us, fine by them. I'm seeing a world, you know, where we just what happens, you know, well, when we wake up, do we stop paying our taxes and just like do away with the government? Well, they'll have to withdraw, won't they? They'll have to withdraw and they'll do so voluntary. So it doesn't look like it's going to be a problem for any of the people we don't want to know anymore, and your finances and your bank and everything, because it all just gets changed. And it doesn't just change like that. It changes progressively, but very quickly. I'm telling you, in our lifetime, it's getting faster and faster and faster with this time. Then it's speeding it up. Come on, get to the next chapter as well. So, in the end, we won't have this need for any of this. Any, you know, I mean, really. That's it, isn't it? Greed and possessions, materialism. Oh, I want to keep my house how it is. Oh, I want my caravan at Skegness. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Really, if it's a simulation, that you don't need it. You can just manifest it. Will we be able to control others or our own reality with our thoughts? And I'm getting you can do that now. You can do that now. Yes, a lot of support. So what's going on is you're going to get like, I kind of feel like TikTok are going to be spreading some stuff, and then it goes onto social media, and people start sharing and looking up and thinking, do you know what? The sky really is blue. So can this be instantly done? Or is it a slow burner? Slow burner. If you fear and risk, you know, fear humiliation, because this is another thing, right? People are keeping these thoughts to themselves. They're not sharing them. And I can completely understand why. Because you need the like-minded people. And, you know, I know myself, some of my family members probably think I'm off my head already. So it's, you know, this is about fearing people will humiliate you for speaking your own truths. And it's like the word spreads. The word spreads. So we're not going to let these idiots, you know, take us away from that. I think that is the truth. So have we been in this simulation before then? Over and over and over again, it always ends in death. So it's in a laboratory, you'd have, I don't know, some form of bacteria, and you want to see how it works out, you know. So if you leave it on this time, if you leave it on that time, you know, it all has to go through stages. And in the end, it's like, oh no, it didn't work out. We'll have to try it again. We'll have to try it again. And I kind of feel like that is the way as well. We are getting a transformation, guys. And really, it is, I don't know whether it's a mind switch, that worrying about all these problems here, to focusing on what, our end game and only game is, okay? You did not come down here to, lose a child, be traumatised or anything like that. They're not the lessons. The true lesson is this, that you are in charge of your own reality, that the observer effect is real, that somehow, we still have spirit guides and people. Maybe it's not a spirit world, maybe they give it a different name, but it's the context is the same. And we've got AF1. So if we've got AF1 and we're AF2, what's the chances of us being with other simulations as well? I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking, could have had a better simulation than this. Okay, Freddie, tell us something else I need to know about reality. Praise, confirmation, you're doing well, good on you, getting loads of attention. So basically when you switch from your beliefs before the reading to now after the reading, it's telling me, things go well, See, observer effect and the attention as well. So people need to speak about this more. In a way, it is comforting to know that some of the most important people around you are kind of, well, makes sense there in the simulation too, and not so real. That's why they keep you, down. If you went off wandering and sat with other tribes all over the world, you'd be able to come to this conclusion. But when you've got bogged down with kids and you need to, look after your parents and you've got full-time job and then you've got all the stresses and then you got bullshit on social media, it takes you away. It keeps you right down there as well. Okay, anything, are we going to notice a change at all in our awakening status this year? Well, I kind of feel like we've got the devil reversed again, so are we going to think it? Yeah, I've got a covert as well, unspeakable acts. So this is what our government is doing to us and all of the shit they're pouring out into the ether as well. So it could be bad energy, it's crisis, it's this, it's that. They just want you down. Well, we're not going to be down at all, because to be aware is to be forearmed. Now, another thing I was going to suggest was, these people around you, okay, to keep you at the bottom of this simulation journey. Notice. So I'm going to give my example as my husband. So if I was to say that he was programmed, okay, he is programmed, to moan. He can't handle a conversation. He's not going to be that intellectual, or even spiritually aware. But, I mean, he is kind. I'd say he's not so funny as the years have got by, but he's kind and he does try, and all he wants to do is make me happy. But sometimes I think, you ask him something that's out of the box that you don't normally discuss, and it throws a spanner in the works. It's as if his program doesn't know to deal with it. And the same with, I hate to say it because I love my dad so much, but again, I feel like in a way he's programmed, because it's the same conversation every other day. The same things. It never varies. And then if you do ask something, which I've been testing, if you do ask something out of the norm, they kind of struggle to give that answer. So you'd be looking for people in your family like that as well. Just looking for the repeatedness of it all, where you feel like, oh, well, yeah, they've always been like this, or, oh, yeah, they're always like that. And I mean, it's the same with all of my children, really, you know. When I've been thinking about it, they all have the set ways. They all have the set ways, you know. I have one son that's quiet, one son that loves to challenge me. I've got two daughters. One's funny, and the other one, she can be a bit moody and mad, bless her, but she works hard and she's a fantastic mother. So, you know, all of them, they're all different and they all have the same things. So I'd like you to start looking at that as well. And, you know, when people are walking down the street or in the shops, you know, just, I don't know, just look at it in a different way. And also learn as much as you can about this observer effect. I'm still going with it. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to put it into words. I'm still practicing. You know, so not everything is going to work out either. But, you know, it's like, if you say, oh, if I'm going to see something today, say a butterfly. Yeah, a butterfly isn't going to come into your house, but it could be on the radio mentioned. It could be somebody said something. It could be something you see outside. It could be on your telly. It could be on your phone. You know, it could be a drawing in a colouring book. You know, just start with those kind of things as well. It's a lot to get your head around, and I'm not saying there's no God. I'm not saying there's no spirit world, you know. There truly is. But F1 is real. And we're not. Okay, final question. I've got a feeling I won't like the answer, but so how does this simulation, like an awakening, you know, work out for me? Loads of disputes. Well, I already feel guilty enough about life, so, you know, I don't need any more. Disputes, family, picking up the pieces, others. I'm getting another doorway here. I'm getting like a portal of information. Does my source want me to succeed? Wants me to be their boss? Teaching? Do they want me to succeed? Yes. Strict teaching, rules, boss, power, authority. I'm in charge. Is that because I'm in charge of my own reality then? Absolutely, and we got that before as well, look, you know, when I asked. You don't pick and choose reality. So I'm just wondering if nothing is real anymore. I'm in charge of my own reality, that's it. And should other people be focused on their realities? Absolutely, absolutely. Look at that progress as well. You know, you'll catch up. You'll catch up. You might not believe it right now. It might be uncomfortable as well. But we're all progressing. Okay, so one last card, and I want it to be about my mum. I don't know what the question is. You know, if you've only got one question. I'm just going to say, love you, Mum. And we all love you as well, both my brothers and me. We miss you and we love you. And happy 70th birthday. I hope you're with all the family and they're all around you as well. And, well, I don't care if you being mischievous or whatever. I hope you was around me in this reading. She's with me, Nana. Oh dear, is that my Nana? It is as well. I don't know why, right? It's because you get Meghan Markle as well, but she's with my Nana. So, hello, Nana. Love you, Nana. Love you all anyway in spirit as well. So, yeah, I think she's... my Nana was an alcoholic, so maybe my mum sat watching her. No, she's not. She's saying she's with me, with her mum. Oh, well, that's lovely. That's lovely, Mum. Okay. And that's lovely, Nana, as well. Okay, guys. I know it's a bit off topic, and I will be doing a Harry and Meghan video tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go and, well, finish painting in my garden. I've still got a bit of things to do. I've thrown myself into my 50th birthday party for my brother. Started with a cake, now it's full-on party, so I'm just refreshing their garden, keeping myself busy, keeping myself positive, you know. So yeah, anyway, okay guys, and thank you Freddie as well. Thank you for all my family members that came in, and especially my mum and Nana. My love to you both infinitely. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Let me know in the comments, you know, what puzzles you, what you like about this, what you don't like about it, what concerns you, you know, all of it. I want to know. I want to know. Are you with me? Are you on this process as well? Are you still waking up? Okay, guys, bye now. Bye-bye.